Hi everyone, I'm back again, and I wanted to come on because it's been a couple weeks. I'm not naked, I'm wearing shorts. I just my leg came up and it looked like I was nude. I'm not. All right, so needed to get that out of the way. I have been watching a bunch of TV, but here's the problem with me watching TV. Once I realize that I'm not going to like something, I'll stop watching it completely and I just give up. Which makes it hard for me to make content and do reviews because I give up on a lot of things. And right now I feel like the pickings are very slim. Today I want to talk about, I'm just going to get into it. I have been watching the show. It's called Hollywood. It's on Netflix and it is by Ryan Murphy. If you don't know Ryan Murphy, he's done Glee, Nip Tuck, American Horror Stories, American Crime Stories, Betty and Joan. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm sure there's something else. I can't think of it right now. Was the politician Ryan Murphy? I think it was. I'm almost 100% positive. So my complaints, I'm going to start before I even go into the show. I want to say, one, I did not finish the show. So if it got better after I stopped watching, then let me know. Now, Ryan Murphy, it's sad. Oh, Scream Queens. That's another one of his shows. I love his ideas. All of his ideas, I end up watching. All of his shows that he comes out with, I watch because they are topics that I'd be interested in. Like Horror Story, I love horror. That's my favorite genre of anything. So, of course, I'm going to watch those. And Glee, I love musicals. It's just everything. Betty and Joan, old Hollywood, I'm here for it. So I thought I would be here for Hollywood. And it started out, and the main actor, who I don't remember his name, I'm so sorry, he comes to Hollywood with his wife, and she's pregnant, and I guess he served in the military, and he decides that he's going to become an actor. And the premise is very interesting. With a lot of Ryan Murphy shows, he has a good hook. He has a good first couple episodes or first episode that gets you hooked on the show. And my problem is that it just feels, and I know old Hollywood was probably really seedy and a lot of bad happenings were going on. It obviously was still going on with all the Harvey Weinstein stuff recently. And to me, it's just gratuitous, sex scene after sex scene. And I just could not get through it. And I don't mind sex scenes at all. If it furthers a story along and it's, there's a point to them, there's character development with it, I just don't think this was well written. I think it was a good idea. The best part of the show is the opening credits when they're climbing the Hollywood sign. And the characters are just so one note, and it's sad because there's so much talent on the show. And Samara Weaving, I believe is her name, she was in, what is that movie? Where she's marrying the guy and the family tries to kill her. Ready or Not? Is that what it's called? Maybe. I absolutely love that movie. I thought she was spectacular in it. And she is just, as far as I've seen, I think I've made it 5 or 6 episodes in. As far as I've seen, she's completely wasted in this show. And you have Patti LuPone in here, who is a Broadway legend. And I feel like she's not one of my favorite Broadway people. She's not my style. But I just feel like her character might be the best one I've seen so far. Her and, I can't think of the other actress's name. She's is she a casting person? I don't know. I know she's dating Sarah Paulson. And Sarah Paulson is in a lot of Ryan Murphy's stuff, so I'm figuring that's how she got into this, but she's really good. She was the mom on 2.5 Men. That's how I know. I don't even like 2.5 Men. I can't think of the actress's name, but she's really good too. the younger actors on the show are just so wooden. And I was watching this, or I was talking about the show with my brother, and he said that the main actress, again, I don't know anyone's names, I'm sorry, he said she was in BlacKkKlansman, the Spike Lee movie that came out like a year or two ago, and he said she was amazing in that, and I'm just like, she's so wasted in this too. And it's just like, when you move through the scenes, and every other scene is a sex scene, but for no purpose other than to just be shocking. There's a scene in particular with, what's his name from The Big Bang Theory, the main character, the main actor on The Big Bang Theory. He is an agent, and there is a scene in it where it's just so random. Like, you know, he just threw this in there to be weird and random. Like, maybe this really did happen. Maybe it's a true story, but the way he connects the stories and the scripting, it just doesn't mesh. It doesn't go well, and it just comes together as like this, I don't know, this grab bag, which I feel like Ryan Murphy's stuff like falls into a lot. That's the pitfall of all of his shows. Glee was my favorite show, season 1, and it just, I feel like he has good ideas. Like, this is a good idea, old Hollywood and the underbelly of it all, good ideas. The way I don't know if he writes it or he has script writers who do these things, but the script is always dips into ungodly territory. Like, they just throw things on just to be weird and to like to make a statement, but it's like, you can make a statement, but it has to be a well-written statement. You have to earn things. You can't just say, and then this character is just gonna be, you know, he's just gonna have like a quirk, or like, you know, he's gonna dress up like a woman and dance around, and you know, we have had no like leadings up to that. Like, every person on the show is just motivated by sex, which is fine, but it's not well written enough. I don't know why I get so angry, because I love most of what Ryan Murphy does in the beginning. American Horror Story seasons 1 to 3 are great. I love those. It just dips after that. The quality just dips. And to me, they keep giving him these vehicles. And I think he succeeds at like Crime Story because he already has a built-in true story that actually happened. So he can't deviate from that too much. And I think that's why those are successes. This has turned into a rant about Ryan Murphy failing, and it's like, he hasn't failed. He's getting his work out there. And I love most of his stuff. Scream Queens, I absolutely adore. I love season 1 and 2. But it's very tongue-in-cheek, and I think that's what he does best. And it just makes me sad that like, you can have such great ideas and they can just be flops. Like the Politician, to me, I know that was like praised. I just could not get into that show. It was just, I don't know. The same feeling I have about Hollywood is the same feeling I have about most of Ryan Murphy's stuff afterwards. I just want to know, if you've seen any of his stuff, if you've seen this new show, Hollywood, are you as irritated as I am? I don't know. Because I know it can be so much better, because I've seen American Horror Story seasons 1, 2, 3, and they've been great. I've seen Glee season 1, you know, Scream Queens, American Horror Story, O.J. Simpson, you know? It's just like, he has it in him, but I think the writing always lets him down, and I feel like that's what's happened with the show. And I'm sad that I couldn't finish it because I really wanted to, but it's hard to finish a show when it's just, the quality is not there, and the writing is not there, and the acting is wooden and not great. And maybe he's putting the actors into these uncomfortable positions, and it's just like I read one last thing, rant. I just read an article where it said Macaulay Culkin has signed on for the new season of American Horror Story. I'm like, oh, great, fun. He wanted to do it because Ryan Murphy pitched this idea that he would have this explicit sex scene with Kathy Bates. And I'm like, poor Kathy Bates. She is an American treasure, and she is amazing. Why? I know she loves to do this, the Ryan Murphy stuff. I know she does. What's the point? Why is that the selling point of the show? Shouldn't it be the story and the characters? I don't know. I don't know. This has been my rant. Tell me what you think. Maybe you think it's all good. Okay, that's fine. Tell me your opinion as to why it works for you. I usually don't do very negative reviews and stuff, but just watching that, and especially since there hasn't really been any other programming one, and that's really been my only thing I've been watching, it just makes me sad. It's like nothing feels the same as like the first couple seasons of his really good shows. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. I'm sorry this was a negative video. I usually don't do negative videos, but I just felt like I had to rant. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.